Dan Margella.
I'm Corey Egan. I'm Nick Johnson. And today we're going to talk about how to throw the curveball. The curveball is a fundamental pitch in baseball. It is an off-speed pitch designed to keep hitters off balance. The curveball is designed to have a sharp downward break, causing batters to swing over the pitch. This is your average baseball. The baseball consists of one seam going along the ball, creating a horseshoe on either end of the baseball. We use this horseshoe to throw the curveball. There are a couple different techniques of throwing the curveball. The main aspects of throwing the curveball is taking your index and middle finger, placing them together, placing them on the ball. This way, we have the horseshoe right here, and our hand goes across the horseshoe. That is one way. My preference is actually turning the ball a little bit and placing our two fingers along the seam by the horseshoe, and our thumb on the bottom of the ball, creating a C. Now that we have our grip for the curveball, we'll go into the proper technique of how to throw a curveball. The fundamental way of throwing a regular baseball is the baseball starts in your glove, you break, the ball comes back, and we throw and follow through. Now when throwing a curveball, it's a little different. We have our grip, ball still stays in the glove, we break, everything's the same. But once we get here, our arm forms more of an L shape. This causes our wrist to cock inward, allowing us to get on top of the ball, giving it that downward spin. So we're here, we break, come forward, we're in an L shape with our wrist cocked inward. And as we follow through, chest is out, we get on top of the ball. As we release, we just flick our wrist down, giving the ball this downward spin, causes the ball to break down. Now that we have our grip and our proper throwing motion, we will go into a quick overview of the pitching windup. For those of you who already know how to properly wind up, this will be a quick review. For those of you who don't, be sure to pay close attention. We have the rubber. This will be used as the rubber, the pitching mount. We get in a comfortable position, staring at the catcher, getting our sign. The first step is to take a small step out to our left. Now, I'm a right-handed thrower, so for a lefty it's just the opposite. So we would take a right step if you're a lefty. But for righty's sake, we're going to take a small step to our left. This is just to transfer the weight of our body to allow our right foot to turn 90 degrees, plant just in front of the rubber. One more time. Small step to the left. Transfer our weight here, we turn. Now we're in our 90-degree turn. So we come up. Now we're in our balance point. This should be comfortable. We should be able to sit here for a while. One more time. Left. Right foot turns 90. Come up to our balance point. Here we are. Now we're going to drive forward off our drive leg. We're going to drive towards the batter. So we're here, balance point, and we're going to drive forward. As we do that, hands release from our glove, forming this motion. Here, balance point, drive. Now comes the throwing motion of the curveball. We tuck our left arm in, chest comes out, my arm's already in this L shape. My wrist cocked inward, ready to throw the curveball. I'm just going to drive my chest down, and as I do, I'm going to release the ball, causing it to have a downward spin. So one more time, all together. Left foot, transfer the weight, balance point, forward, and we finish right here. A good fielding state. Now that we have the proper grip, the proper throwing motion, and we know how to properly wind up, we're going to put it all together. I'm going to throw two pitches. First pitch I'm going to throw is just going to be a regular fastball pitch. Next, I'm going to throw the curveball so you can see the contrast in the two. Now you have seen the proper steps in throwing the curveball. If you do not get it right away, don't be frustrated. The intended results are to have that sharp downward break, but like anything, practice makes perfect, so keep working at it. You have to make sure when throwing this curveball that you listen to your arm. If your arm starts to hurt at any point when you're practicing this or throwing it in a game, you need to make sure to stop throwing it, and probably stop throwing altogether and go home and ice your arm. You do not want to damage your arm any further by continuously throwing the curveball. It is not a natural throwing motion, so your arm may get sore. Thank you for watching our video.